Well, it was an idea by Sónar. They had this in mind, this back-to-back together, because they know we were working with them for long, and at some point was like, okay, let's do that. And the funny thing is that it was the first time we met each other, Tiga and me, and it was amazing. We connect, and it was like a dream come true, of course, for me, because you know, Turbo Recordings is one of my favorite labels, and it was like, okay, playing with Tiga at Sónar Festival in the 3rd anniversary, it was like a dream come true. I always say that I am Galician and Catalan, you know, because they give to me everything, they amplify my career, they push me, and I am part of my heart is here, and the other side is in Galicia. And the only bad thing is to find your space in the music scene here, because I think they are super bored with tourists. And now that I live here for a long time, I totally understand, but I only see good things. Because this scene is amazing, you have festivals, you have agencies, you have media, and you have really strong labels that support you and a strong community in electronic music. It's a difficult question, but I love dark stuff in general, electro, techno, experimental, and I love to make a combination and a balance between all these genres and experiment also with new sounds like left field or urban sounds, reggaeton, but always under my vision and under my identity. For me, it's pretty important, all the visual language, because it's part of the project and it's a plus, no? And I try to be coherent with all the project, not just with music. I love, for example, brands like A Better Mistake from Milano, or Balenciaga, of course, and Misbehave, or Lovely Disgrace. This is from them, and it's a Galician project. And David William from Berlin. I love these projects also because they have different sides, and they work with fashion but also with music, and it's a really important thing for me. I think it's interesting and necessary to make this experimentation with genres. Is the way to arrive to new paths. If not, you will still always in the same point. In life, in music, in techno, in everything. So it's nice if you can embrace the genre with respect, with love, trying to add a new layer and to experiment with your identity in this genre, in this case with techno. It's, for me, the basic and the most important. This is one of the last projects working on this storytelling, because I've been working on these demos for 4 years, and my main goal is to make a critique about the situation, the impact about technology, AI, and economy of attention, and the power we give to these macro technologies companies, Amazon, Google, Microsoft, Meta. And we have a huge problem with that, because we have a huge delay with the legal frame. We try to force it in Europe, but it's impossible. And we are giving a lot of power to these companies. So it's pretty important. And we are in a bubble right now concerning AI. And I think that the human being is not making some homework about this, because with internet in the 2000s, we have the same problem. And also concerning the NFTs, it was the same bubble, and it explodes. And it's funny because we don't learn about all these kind of situations. So we need urgently to work on a legal frame, and also to protect how they use this technology. It's super important to me, and I try to put the focus on that, no? And that's why I use a lot of vocals in DCP, talking about this, about self-control, about digital identities, and yeah, this is my main goal. And also another important thing is the environmental impact in the world. We have finite resources. It's urgently to solve it, because the big companies don't talk about this, you know, about the mega centers they have, and they need all these natural resources to call huge machines. Pretty important to think about this. Maybe you can search in ChatGPT something, but you need to search this. It's important to search this. Is more important this or the natural resources? It's super difficult because I choose the 4 tracks. But digital identities is one of my favorite tracks. And I think it fits a lot in the music industry right now, how it works. And I love to work with different parts in the arrangement, that when you listen to the full track, when you are mixing in a DJ set, you have a tool, no? Like, okay, in this part totally changed and it seems like it's a new track, and in the end of the track is another track. And I like always to have this in mind, no? When I'm working in the studio, to have different tracks in the same track. Work with Tiga is one of the best experience working with labels, because he always surprised me, you know. When I sent to him and also to Guthrier, the label manager, it's a pleasure to work with both of them. You send a few tracks and always surprise me, because Tiga always pick the rarabis or the tracks that I will release in my own label, because are with a strong identity. Maybe it's not important if they fit in the market. If he likes, he chooses the tracks, and it's something that I really value. And it's everything super easy to work with them, and to build a strategy, a PR strategy, and to find a designer, everything. I feel that I am in the family. In the first moment that I began with working with them, also with Francis, that was the first label manager, and yeah, it's super nice. I have an infinite list of things to do, because I love to create things, and especially if it's in the intersection of technology and arts and culture, music, of course. And I would love, for example, to work as a producer with different artists. That is something that I am working also. And last year I worked, for example, with Zara. Is a pop singer from Spain, very, very famous. And also with other artists that is coming in the future. And yeah, I love this new window that it's open. And also I'm working in a new album. After 5 years it's coming, and it's the third part of Mental Diary. It's a trilogy of releases. And this release closed the circle, and I'm super happy about that. It will release at the end of the year. And yeah, it goes with a new AV Live, and also with a lot of assets. Yeah, I'm super happy about this project.
Excursion.